Our story begins in the early morning of Monday, June 30th, 2014, in the city of Fresno, California, of the San Joaquin Valley. Twin brothers convicted of murder. Today we're tackling the case of 19-year-old twin brothers Jared and Gerald Smith and the death of an innocent Samaritan named Nathan Halstead. I'm Brandy and welcome to Kiilerbites. It was very dark outside. It was around 3 a.m. when a young woman by the name of Tennille Alexander made her way through the practically empty streets of Fresno. She stopped to wait at a nearby bus stop. A short while later, a man in a pickup truck came rolling down the street. Alexander was very hungry at this point, and she thought maybe this man in the truck would take her to get her something to eat. So she climbed in the truck with him and they headed down the road. The two chatted in the truck for a bit, but unfortunately, he did not propose that the two of them get a meal together or even a snack. He only propositioned her for sex. So again, Alexander said no and declined the offer. The man pulled his truck over to the side of the road. Alexander got out of the truck at the corner gas station of Belmont and Calaveras in the Tower District. She began walking back toward the next bus stop. This is where Alexander was approached by the 19-year-old twin brothers, Gerald and Jared Smith. Alexander saw the twins and tried to ignore them and walk right past them, but she wasn't so lucky. The other twin was originally hesitant, being that Alexander was female, and even made a very poor attempt to get his brother to stop and leave this woman alone. But his brother proceeded to rile her up and demand that she give them money. Alexander was frightened, but tried to hold her ground. She told the twins she's not a prostitute and didn't have any money to give them. She kept crying out and pleaded with them, "I'm a girl, I'm a girl." That's when a good Samaritan by the name of Nathan Halstead was casually riding his bike down the street. He spotted the awful scene unfolding in front of him and decided to intervene. Gerald and Jared brutally beat Halstead for several minutes. Halstead collapsed unconscious in the middle of the road, and the brothers took off. They fled the scene and made their way home. Unfortunately, it wasn't long before another car came speeding. Tragically, this car did not see the unconscious man. The car ran him over and ended his life. Emergency medical services arrived at the scene of the crime as quick as they could, but it was too late. They pronounced Nathan Halstead dead. Is the person who ran over Nathan Halstead really responsible for this death? Or is Gerald and Jared Smith responsible for this death? Because they're the ones who put Halstead into such a horrible state, rendering him unconscious in the middle of the road where he was susceptible to harm. I'm Brandy, and this has been Kiilerbites. Let us know if there are any crimes you'd like us to cover in the next episode.